So welcome again. We are continuing the same numerical. We have reached up to this cell evaluation matrix. But in cell evaluation matrix, we are getting the negative values. That means our previous solution was not an optimal solution. So we have to go for further procedure. So the next step was, the next step is original allocation matrix. Means original allocation matrix means we have to take now allocations, not the cost. In the name itself, it tells that original allocations matrix means we have to take the allocations. So originally we are having allocations at these locations, that is this location, this, at this location, at this location. So we have to write down all these allocations in their respective cell only. So I will write 5 epsilon 2 4 1 1 3 2 4. Okay, and where we don't have allocation, I will put dot. What is the next step? What is the next step? The next step is we have to form the closed loop. How? That we'll see. See what this particular cell says that if we do the allocation in this cell, ह्या सेल मध्ये आपण allocations केलं म्हणजे ह्या पर्टिक्युलर सेल मध्ये तर आपला ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट काय 5 रुपयांनी कमी होईल. आणि सपोज आपण ह्या सेल मध्ये allocations केलं म्हणजे इथे तर आपला ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट 2 रुपयांनी कमी होईल. आता आपल्याला क्वेश्चन अराइज होईल की आपण allocations कुठे करायचे, either in this cell or in this cell, because we are having negative values here as well as here. So it is a common sense which one cell which we have to select. We have to select this cell, because if we do allocation in this cell, then the cost will be reduced by 5 rupees. And if we do this allocation in this cell, then the cost will be reduced by 2 rupees. So which is better? Which is better? This will be better. म्हणजे आपल्याला इथं आपल्याला allocations करावं लागेल, म्हणजे ह्या सेल मध्ये करावं लागेल, कारण आपण इथं केल्यामुळे 5 रुपये कमी होतील आणि इथं केल्याने 2 रुपये कमी होतील. सो विच वन इज द ऑप्टिमल? 5 इज द ऑप्टिमल. आपलं एम काय, ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट कमी करायचं, जेवढं करता येईल तेवढं. मग आपण 2 रुपये कमी करणार का 5 रुपये? कॉमन टेंडन्सी आपण 5 रुपये कमी करायला प्रयत्न करणार. मीन्स वी हॅव टू डू द allocation in this cell. So we don't know how much quantity we have to allocate here. We don't know. So what I will do, I will allocate plus theta. The plus theta allocate करतो आपण, because we don't know the quantity that we have to do the allocation here. Now next step, what is the next step? What is the next step? We have to form the closed loop. We have to form the closed loop. How the closed loop will be formed? Anyone? कोणाला सांगता येईल closed loop कसा फॉर्म करता येईल इथे? See, I will start from this location. I will come at this location. आपण जंप कुठून करतो? एक allocation पासून दुसऱ्या allocation ला जंप करतो. So this matrix is nothing but allocation matrix. So I can jump from this location to this location. From this location I can come here. Okay, from this I can come here. Now from this I can come here, but from this I cannot go to my original position. So what I will do, I will skip this allocations. I will jump from this allocation to this allocations. Okay, now from this I can come here, and from this I can reach my original position. Got it? Got it? लूप कसा फॉर्म केला बघितलं आपण. चेक करा लूप फॉर्म केलेला करेक्ट आहे का नाही. हाऊ टू चेक? Check the line which we drawn are even lines or not. Second thing, जे corner points आहेत ते corner points even आहेत का नाही चेक करा. जर even असेल तर आपलं loop form केलेलं करेक्ट आहे. Now again we have to go for plus minus in order to maintain row and column restrictions. आता आपण इथं plus theta add केलाय ह्या कॉर्नरला. सो ह्या कॉर्नरला इथं मायनस करावं लागेल, मायनस थिटा. इथं मायनस आहे ह्या कॉर्नरला, त्यामुळे ह्या कॉर्नरला प्लस थिटा करावं लागेल आपल्याला. इथं प्लस थिटा आहे त्यामुळे ह्या कॉर्नरला मायनस थिटा करावं लागेल. इथं मायनस आहे त्यामुळे ह्या कॉर्नरला आपल्याला प्लस थिटा करावं लागेल. इथं प्लस आहे त्यामुळे ह्या कॉर्नरला मायनस थिटा करावं लागेल. ओके, नाउ सी what is our aim? To minimize the transportation cost. Wherever we are having plus theta, what is the meaning of plus? It will increase the transportation cost. What is the meaning of minus? It will reduce the transportation cost. So what is our aim? To reduce the transportation cost. For that purpose we are not considering the plus theta. आपण जिथं प्लस थिटा आहे ते आपण कन्सिडर करत नाही, फक्त आपण मायनस थिटा कन्सिडर करतो. वेअर इज मायनस थिटा? वेअर हॅविंग मायनस थिटा हिअर, हिअर अँड हिअर. आता या तिन्ही मायनस थिटाला किंवा ह्या तिन्ही मायनस थिटाच्या सेलमध्ये what are the allocations? We are having epsilon 1 and 3. So out of these three allocations, which one is the least allocation? That is nothing but epsilon. Epsilon least value hai, because I told you epsilon neither be 0 nor be 1. म्हणजे epsilon 0 पण नाही आहे किंवा 1 पण नाही आहे. It is very small quantity or small value. So out of these three values, epsilon is the least value. So I can consider theta is nothing but our epsilon. Theta upon epsilon consider करणार. So what will happen here? Instead of theta, we have to keep epsilon. Instead of theta, आपल्याला epsilon put करायचं. Okay. Now what will be our new allocation matrix? I will show you. Now we'll go for next. That is step number E. New allocation matrix. Again, I will draw the matrix. Got it? How to form the closed loop? Because it is very important. जर क्लोज लूप करताना तुम्ही चुकलात तर तुमचा आन्सर चुकेल. If you have any doubt, you just ask me. Otherwise, we'll go for next procedure. Okay. Now see what is the next set new allocation matrix. New allocation matrix म्हणजे काय? आपला जो ओरिजिनल allocation matrix आहे त्यामध्ये काय चेंजेस दिले ते आपल्याला न्यू allocation matrix मध्ये लिहायचं. फर्स्ट मध्ये काय चेंज होईल का? नाही होणार, कारण इथे क्लोज लूप आपण फॉर्म केलेला नाहीये. सो फर्स्ट रो ॲज इट इज राहील, त्यामुळे काय चेंजेस होणार नाही. डॉट डॉट 5 डॉट डॉट डॉट. सेकंड रो मध्ये बघा, सेकंड रो मध्ये ह्या फर्स्ट दोन सेल मध्ये काही चेंज होणार नाही, ॲज इट इज राहतील. सो डॉट राहील 4. नाव सी हिअर. आता ह्या लोकेशनला आपल्याला प्लस थिटा आहे, म्हणजे थिटा ऍड करायचं. सो थिटाची व्हॅल्यू किती? एप्सिलॉन आहे. सो हिअर वी आर गेटिंग एप्सिलॉन. इथे एप्सिलॉन लिहावं लागेल, दॅट टू द प्लस एप्सिलॉन. आता इथे डॉट आहे, डॉट ॲज इट इज राहील. आता हे सेल मध्ये काय चेंज होईल? ॲलोकेशन मध्ये हा एप्सिलॉन मधून थिटा मायनस करायचा. एप्सिलॉन मधून थिटा मायनस करायचा. व्हॉट इज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ थिटा? दॅट इज एप्सिलॉन. सो एप्सिलॉन मायनस एप्सिलॉन 0 होऊन जाईल. सो इथे काय डॉट येईल. तुम्ही 0 ला किंवा डॉट देऊ शकता. मी डॉट देतो कारण 0 डझंट हॅव एनी मिनिंग. सो आय कीप डॉट. 0चं मिनिंग काय? तिथे ॲलोकेशन नाही. आपण 0 ॲलोकेट कुठे करत नाही. दॅट्स वाय आय हॅव केप्ट डॉट हिअर. मग ऍट दिस लोकेशन सी इथे काही चेंजेस होईल का? नाही होणार, कारण इथे आपला जो लूप आहे, लूप मध्ये हा पार्ट कन्सिडर करत नाही. सो आय विल राइट 2 ॲज इट इज. नेक्स्ट, आता ह्या लोकेशनला चेक करा. ऍट दिस लोकेशन हा जो 1 ओरिजिनल ॲलोकेशन होता त्यामध्ये आपल्याला थिटा ऍड करायचा. सो आता इथली व्हॅल्यू काय ॲलोकेशन दॅट विल बी इक्वल टू 1 प्लस थिटा, and we know the value of theta is epsilon, so it will become 1 plus epsilon. At this location we are having dot, so I kept as it is. Similarly आता ह्या लोकेशनला चेक करा. 1 आहे, 1 मधून थिटा मायनस करायचा. We know the value of theta is epsilon, so it will become 1 minus epsilon. ह्या सेल मध्ये I will write 1 minus epsilon. Next 3 cells dot होते, त्यामुळे ते चेंजेस होणार नाही, as it is ठेवतो. Dot dot dot. आता at this location C, at this location initially the allocations was 3. At this location initially the allocations was 3. Wait for a while. Screen is visible or not? Screen visible है? Okay, see. Now at this location the original allocation was 3, but now we have to subtract theta from this 3. So at this cell, what will be the now value? It will become 3 minus epsilon. आता डॉट ॲज इट इज राहतील. डॉट डॉट आपले जे चेंजेस होणार आहेत ते फक्त कॉर्नर पॉइंटला चेंजेस होणार आहेत, बाकीचे व्हॅल्यू ॲज इट इज राहतील. तुम्हाला दोन पण ॲज इट इज राहील, बिकॉज 2 इज नॉट ॲट अ कॉर्नर पॉइंट. सो 2 रिमेन ॲज इट इज. अँड ॲट दिस लोकेशन In these allocations, we have to add theta. That will become 4 plus epsilon. 4 plus epsilon, and here dot remain as it is. Dot remain as it is. आता आपला जो न्यू allocation matrix आहे त्याला आपल्याला सिम्प्लिफाय करता येईल. त्याला आपल्याला सिम्प्लिफाय करता येईल. मी तुम्हाला काय सांगितलंय, in any value if we add epsilon or if we subtract epsilon it will not change. सांगितलं तुम्हाला epsilon तुम्ही कोणत्या व्हॅल्यू मध्ये ऍड करा किंवा सबट्रॅक्ट करा ती व्हॅल्यू चेंज होते. So we'll simplify this matrix again. I will draw the simplified matrix. Attend carefully. I know it is a lengthy process, but it is easy. You just remember the procedure. That's it. आता आपल्याला हा जो मॅट्रिक्स आहे न्यू अलोकेशन मॅट्रिक्स तो कसा लिहिता येईल चेक करा. हा डॉट तर ॲज इट इज राहील. डॉट डॉट 5 डॉट 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 अगेन डॉट 4 एप्सिलॉन डॉट 2. नाउ हियर व्हॉट आय टोल्ड यू, जर आपण 1 मध्ये एप्सिलॉन ऍड केलं तर ही व्हॅल्यू चेंज होणार नाही. आय हॅव टोल्ड यू अर्लियर इन द लेक्चर. सो हियर वी आर गेटिंग 1. हा डॉट ॲज इट इज राहील. 1 मायनस एप्सिलॉन will give 1 because epsilon is a very small value. It doesn't change anything. 3 minus epsilon 3 होईल. Dot dot 2 as it is right, and 4 plus epsilon 4 right. Dot. Okay. Now we have to find new transportation cost. We have to find the new transportation cost. That is nothing but allocation into what? The cost at that particular location. So बघा ह्या सेल मध्ये allocations 5 होते and cost was 9. So 9 into 5 45 plus allocation is 4 and the cost in that cell was 3. So 12. आता आपण हा कन्सिडर करत नाही because epsilon तुम्हाला काय सांगितलं 0 पण नाहीये 1 पण नाहीये. Okay, so it doesn't change anything. त्यामुळे आपण इझी कॅल्क्युलेशन करू शकत नाहीये. Go for next allocation. Allocation 2 आहे. Cost was 10. 5 into 2 it will give 10 plus 1 into 6 will give 6 plus again 1 into 9 will give 9 plus 6 into 3 18 plus 2 into 2 4 plus 4 into 2 8. Do the simplification. 45 plus 10 55. 55 plus 15 70. 70 plus 30 100. 100 plus 12 112. Rupees 112. Is it correct? Check whether it is correct or not. It is correct. It is correct. Previously, what was the answer? Correct. It is correct. Now, what is the difference? Difference काय? Previous answer पण 112 होता. आता पण answer 112 आहे. Now, what is the difference here? Difference काय आला यामध्ये? Anyone? Anyone can tell me what is the difference? कोणाला difference सापडेल? की cost का बर change झाली नाही? I am expecting answer from your side. Why the cost is not changed? Cost का change झाली मला सांगा. Anyone? कोणी सांगू शकेल? Cost का change झाली नाही? What is the reason? Simple आहे. फक्त closely observe करा. फक्त closely observe करा. What is the difference? Anyone? Closely observe करा. What is the difference? Difference काय होता? का बर cost एवढीच राहिली? Because आपण जे allocations केले ह्या सेल मध्ये केले आणि allocation काय epsilon. तुम्हाला काय सांगितलं? Epsilon doesn't increase or decrease the cost. त्यामुळे हा cost आपला 112 आहे. Got it? समजतंय? हा 112 का बर राहिला? What is the reason behind this? Previous cost is also 112. This cost is also 112. The reason behind that, is we did the allocation in this cell and that allocation is epsilon. So I told you that epsilon doesn't increase or decrease the transportation cost. So the cost will be 112. Now again we have to check whether this is the optimal solution or not. 112 ऑप्टिमल आहे की नाही परत आपल्याला चेक करावं लागेल. कारण इनिशियली जे आपण सोल्युशन काढलं 112 that solution for 8 allocations ते आपण सोल्युशन काढलं 112 तेव्हा allocations आपल्याकडे 8 होते आणि आता आपल्याकडे allocations 9 आहे. सो 9 allocations आपली टोटल कॉस्ट 112 आली आहे. सो 112 ऑप्टिमल आहे की नाही ते परत आपल्याला चेक करावं लागेल. फॉर दॅट पर्पज वी हॅव टू गो फॉर इटरेशन नंबर 2. ओके, iteration 2. Again we have to perform the same procedure, that is occupied cell. Again we have to perform occupied cell. For that purpose what I will do, I will again draw the given matrix. Is it possible to complete from your side? तुम्ही कंप्लीट करू शकता. आता फक्त आपल्याला चेक करायचं आहे आपलं सोल्युशन आहे 112 ते ऑप्टिमल आहे का नाही. Actually it is optimal solution, but initially we got the solution for 8 allocations, but now we got the solution for 9 allocations. So again we have to check whether these allocations are optimal or not. For that purpose again we'll go for occupied cell. आता काय करायचं occupied cell म्हणजे काय? What is the meaning of occupied cell? जिथे आपले allocations आहेत त्या सेल मधले कॉस्ट आपल्याला राइट डाउन करायचे. आता आपल्याकडे allocations काय? These are the allocations. We have to consider these allocations. Don't consider our previous allocations. So at these allocations we have to write down the cost. म्हणजे 5 is the allocation. So at this cell what is the cost? The cost was 9. At this cell allocation is 4, the cost is 3. Now here allocation is epsilon, cost is 7. Here the cost is 5. Here the cost is 6, 9, 6. After that here 2, 2. So these are the cost. Now again find the values of u and v. Okay. So for that purpose I will keep value of u1 is 0. So from that I can calculate the value of v3, that is 9. So from v3 and this value I can calculate the value of u2, that is -2. From u2 and this value I can calculate the value of v2. Okay, it will give +5. Again from this 9 and this 9 I can calculate the value of u3, it is 0. From this and this I can calculate the value of v1, it is 6. From this 6 and this 6 I can calculate the value of u4, that is again 0. Now from this 0 and this 2 I can calculate the value of v4, it is 2. Again from this and this value I can calculate the value of v5, it will give 2. Now from this -2 and this 5 I can calculate the value of v6. What is that value? It is 7. Got it? Is it correct? इथे कॅल्क्युलेशन मी केले नाही. ओके, तुम्हाला पण जेव्हा प्रॅक्टिस तुम्ही कराल तुम्ही डायरेक्टली व्हॅल्यूज ऑफ यू अँड व्ही लिहू शकता. सेकंड स्टेप इज अनऑक्युपाइड सेल. What is the meaning of unoccupied cell? It is exactly reverse to the occupied cell. म्हणजे ज्या सेल मध्ये आपल्याला allocations आहेत त्या सेल मध्ये आपल्याला डॉट पुट करायचे. मग ज्या सेल मध्ये allocations नव्हते जिथे आपण डॉट पुट केलेलं होतं त्या जागी आपल्याला व्हॅल्यूज फाइंड आउट करायचे विथ द हेल्प ऑफ यू अँड व्ही. जे आपण यू आणि व्ही व्हॅल्यू फाइंड आउट केले त्या व्हॅल्यूच्या बेसवरती आपल्याला व्हॅल्यूज फाइंड आउट करायचे. सी, अनऑक्युपाइड सेल म्हणजे काय? ऑक्युपाइड सेल मध्ये ज्या सेल मध्ये व्हॅल्यूज होते तिथे आपल्याला डॉट करणार आहे. म्हणजे इथे व्हॅल्यू आहे सो इथे डॉट येईल, इथे डॉट येईल, नेक्स्ट डॉट 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 डॉट. ओके, आणि जिथे डॉट होते तिथे आपल्याला व्हॅल्यू फाइंड आउट करायची विथ द हेल्प ऑफ दिस यू अँड व्ही. सो राइट यू ॲज इट इज व्हॅल्यूज and v values as it is 6592227. So what is the value here? 65227 here 4 0 0, here 5 2 2 7, here 5 9 and 7. Got it? We got the unoccupied cell. What is the next step? Step number C, that is cell evaluation matrix. This is the third step. So again, I will draw the matrix. Tell me what is the meaning of cell evaluation matrix. We have to subtract our unoccupied cell values from our original cost given in the original cost matrix. If you on Google Classroom, you can see all the videos, previous videos. Still, if you got any difficulty, then you just meet me. What is cell evaluation matrix? We have to subtract this unoccupied cell values from our original cost matrix. Okay, this is our original cost matrix. See, at this location value is 6, so we have to subtract this 6 from our 9, this value. Means wherever we are having values, we have to subtract that value from that location only. So here we are having 6, but originally we are having value 9. So 9 minus 6 will give 3. Similarly, in second cell, we are having value 5, but originally the cost is 12. So 12 minus 5 will give 7. After that, we are having dot here, so I will put dot as it is. Now here, we are having 2, but originally we are having 6. So 6 minus 2, it will be 4. After that, here we are having 2, but originally we are having 9. So 9 minus 2 will give 7. And here, now the value is 7, but originally we are having value 10. So 10 minus 7 will be 3. After that, 4, here we are having 4, but originally the value was 7. So 7 minus 4 will give 3. After that, we are having 2 dots. I keep as it is. After that, here we are having value 0, 0, but originally the values are 7 and 5. Here dot I keep as it is. After that, here we are having dot I keep as it is. Here at this cell, the value is 5, but originally it was 5. So 5 minus 5 will give 0. I will keep 0. Next dot as it is. Next, here we are having value 2, but originally 11. So 11 minus 2 is 9. Here the value is 2. Originally it is 3. So 3 minus 2 is 1. Here, now the value is 7, but originally it is 11. So 11 minus 7 is 4. Next, here dot, keep as it is. Now here value is 5, but originally it is 8. So 8 minus 5 will give 3. Now value is 9, but originally it is 11. 11 minus 9, it is 2. Dot, dot. Here the value is 7, but originally the value is 10. So 10 minus 7 is 3. Now what I told you, the cell evaluation matrix will give us the idea about whether our solution is optimal or not. See, all the values in cell evaluation matrix are either 0 or positive. Okay, means here we don't have any negative value. So we can say that our previous transportation cost is an optimal transportation cost. So here we can write one sentence. Here, all cell evaluation matrix values are non-negative, hence our second initial basic feasible solution is an optimal solution, that is rupees 112. That is rupees 112. And after that, what we have to do? We have to draw the final matrix. I will show you how to draw the final matrix. The same thing you do for previous numericals also. That is final matrix. आपण जे previous numerical solve केलते त्यामध्ये final matrix आपण ड्रॉ केलेलं नाहीये. तुम्ही आफ्टर सोल्युशन you have to draw this final matrix. First of all, I will write down all the cost. After that, I will do the allocations. 9, 12, 9, 6, 9, 10, 7, 3, 7, 7, 5, 5, next 6, 5, 9, 11, 3, 11, 6, 8, 11, 2, 2, 10. So this was our original cost matrix. This was our original cost matrix. Next, we have to do the allocations. Now, which allocations we have to consider? What I have written here, all cell evaluation matrix values are non-negative. Hence, our second initial basic feasible solution is an optimal solution. Now, which one is our second initial basic feasible solution? See, this was our original solution. And first feasible solution, I will write here. First feasible solution. Now, what is the second feasible solution? This one is our second feasible solution. This one is our second feasible solution. म्हणजे आपला हा feasible solution आहे. हा feasible solution कधी भेटला आपल्याला? जेव्हा आपल्याकडे हे allocations होते. So आपल्याला आता हे allocations द्यायचे कुठं? ह्या matrix ला. So see, we are having allocation in this cell. So I will allocate in this cell. Second, we are having allocation in this cell. So I will allocate here 4. Next, we are having allocation in this cell. So I have to allocate here epsilon. Now, the thing is that तुम्ही epsilon तिथे allocation करू पण शकता किंवा नाही केलं तरी चालेल. What is the reason? The reason is epsilon will not increase or decrease the transportation cost. म्हणजे epsilon तुम्ही allocate केला तरी चालेल किंवा नाही केला तरी चालेल. इथे आपण skip करतो. मी skip करतो. Okay. Next allocation इथे आहे 2. So I will do the allocation here. Next allocation is here. So I will do the allocation here. Next was here. So I do the allocation here. Next here, here, and here. Okay. Still, to avoid the confusion, I will do the allocation epsilon here with the help of this pencil. Okay. With the help of pencil, I do the allocation in this given cell. काय केलं मी? Confusion न होण्यासाठी ज्या सेल मध्ये इप्सिलॉन होता त्या सेल मध्ये मी इप्सिलॉन allocate केलेला आहे with the help of pencil. So this is our final solution. This is our final solution. That's it. Any doubt? I hope you understood. If you have any doubt, you just ask me. So in degeneracy, जो numerical होता, तर आपण first non-degeneracy मध्ये convert करतो. When we are getting that condition, when at a time the row and column will get satisfied, in that case we are getting one allocation less. That's why we are getting degeneracy in transportation problem. So first of all, we have to nullify that degeneracy. For that purpose, we have to allocate a small value, that is epsilon, in a given matrix where we don't have any allocations, but the selected cell should have the least cost. In that cell only we have to do the allocation, and after allocation we have to check whether allocations are all are independent position or not. If the allocations are at independent position, we have to shift our allocations to the next minimum, and again we have to check whether all allocations are at independent position or not. After that we have to proceed for the further procedure, and we'll get the final answer. So this is about the degeneracy in transportation problem. I hope all of you understood. So I will end the session here. Thank you.